Welcome to the Sheets Family Learning Center. Can't go back to school till May 1st, so we're going to do at-home learning. Thank you to the teachers who have supplied us with all the necessary information to try to do our best. Welcome to your first day of Sheets Family Learning Center, the SFLC. Let's give it up for the SFLC. All right. Today we're going to be learning about language arts, science. We're going to do some mathematics, music, gym. We're going to pack it all in one day. Perfect. Anybody have any questions you want to get off your chest? I see your wheels might be turning a little. Are you good?
No, but can I go get something real quick?
If we were in a regular classroom, would you run out and get something?
No, but I actually need to go get
Go ahead and get something. You need a hall pass or you're good?
No.
Very well. What do you need?
Are we gonna go over the stuff we did yesterday?
We're going to review a couple of things that you did yesterday.
And can I go get something?
No.
What?
We can only eliminate one person at a
Can I
time,
go
and
back
you are
after?
not the one.
Can I go after?
Cameron, what question do you have? And you cannot leave the eggs at the room.
Wait, so the stuff that we're reviewing, are we gonna review the vocabulary from science?
We are going to review the vocabulary from science. Yes.
I just ended that video.
Okay. Okay. You're good now?
Can I go get something?
Yes, you can use the pencil sharpener. Yes, you can go get something, and you better make it 30 seconds or less because we're starting.
I got hand sanitizer.
Perfect. Sit down, please.
Okay.
Now we're going to go around. Adeline, I want you to tell me one thing you miss about school. Go ahead. About going to school. Tell me something you miss about going to school.
My friends.
Your friends. Rylan, what do you miss so far?
Seeing all the teachers.
Yeah. Okay. That's
And-
probably fun.
My friends, because some of the friends have to stay in their house.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron?
Taking classes with my teachers and friends.
Do you find it hard, you guys, not to be out and about, like hanging out with everyone?
Yeah, but
Definitely.
because you have to
Okay.
stay.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Because you have to stay.
so do you find it hard then?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you have to stay
Yes.
6 feet apart and you can't have like sleepovers
Yeah.
anymore and stuff.
What about sports?
Oh,
Yeah.
Can't play any sports.
Yes.
What about dance class? I'm sure you missed that.
Oh, I miss that so much.
Okay, perfect. You guys been reading anything lately? What have you
Yes.
read? Adeline, what have you read?
Cupcake Diaries.
Rylan,
Ghost.
anything?
Dive and look at the meltdown.
Everyone loves these diaries of the Wimpies.
Well, because I have to read it over and over again on my books because they don't have any new ones yet.
I understand.
And I am reading Elvin Ho.
Okay. So what are some things that we're going to cover today? We're going to look at language arts. So you guys do language arts in class, right?
Yes. No, my third block.
Your third block.
My first block.
These blocks make no sense to me. When I was a kid, what we did was you showed up in the morning. You had an hour for one class, an hour for another, an hour for another. They weren't blocks. It was you went to English, math, science, social studies, lunch, gym, every day. You did the same thing. It was like boom, 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 boom. It's a little different now because they have blocks.
Periods.
Periods. Yes. All right. So first subject today. Everyone have anything you need for language arts, or we're just going to review. I'm going to go over some things. We're going to do some learning. Some of the key words we're going to take away today from language arts are thesaurus, glossary, dictionary.
Oh, the source. I've seen that before.
You've seen a thesaurus.
Yes, but I don't exactly know what it is.
Okay, well that's good because that's what you're going to learn about today. What about Adeline? Glossary. Have you ever seen a glossary? You know what a glossary is.
Yes.
Cameron, have you ever seen a dictionary?
Yes.
I mean, you seem pretty intelligent back there, sitting in the back row. What do you have? I'll take it.
No.
Come in.
Miss Holt,
Because-
what's happened?
Okay, Miss Holtwit's nicer than I am. So I'll hold on to this, and if you get something right as we go along, I will give it back to you. Somebody decided that it was a good idea to chew my apple.
Our
Okay.
videographer.
Okay,
He was good.
so, Adeline or Cameron, go in there and get my computer, please.
Okay. Where's that? Oh,
So, when she returns, we're going to talk a little bit about something very important. Has anyone ever read a book or a science book or anything that has words that are like darker than other words in the book?
Bolded words.
Bolded words is what I was looking for. Has anyone ever had anything like that in any of their stories?
In our reading street books all the time. Our vocabulary words are for our Freyonot.
What are? Do you think you can think offhand what an example of a glossary term would be? Like a word, a bold word? What? Is it words that you would think? Is it words that you would hear all the time? Like
No, it's like words that you just got to know, or like words
Perfect.
that not a lot of people use.
And it's really
That's
important.
correct.
It's not like the and an
And it's really important.
That's correct. You are correct,
It's
and
like-
it is important. It's important to what? The story itself.
It's like interpretation.
So when they have a bolded word, and you find a bolded word, where does it go once you have the bolded word? Is it just they just bold it and that's it, and then somebody has to randomly give you
it
an
usually
idea?
goes at the end.
It does go at the end, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the difference then between a glossary, which would be a bolded word in a story, and a dictionary? Adeline?
Dictionary give the definitions.
Okay, well, a glossary would do the same thing at the end of a story.
Well,
A dictionary, go ahead.
a glossary talks about just a story, and a dictionary talks about every word.
This child has answered a very solid answer. Here's your thing back. So that is exactly correct. So the glossary pertains to the actual story, right? Whereas a dictionary, you could look up any word you want, right? Like ain't, or give me another word.
And
Give me a word that you
Love.
normally.
Cartoon.
Give me a word that you cartoon would probably be in there.
school, Emerson.
School would probably be in there.
Ryland, Cameron, Emerson.
No, Ryland.
Cars.
Cars would probably be in there, right?
Bus.
So the main thing is a glossary only involves the story that you're reading, correct?
Yes.
Very good.
This is what she puts in ours. She highlights the word.
There you go.
The book does.
So there's a word highlighted. What word is this?
Compressions.
Compressions. Do you guys hear the word compressions a lot?
No.
No, but we hear
No.
it in Doctor
Okay.
a lot.
It means to press down.
It does mean to press down. Where did you find that at in your book?
Glossary.
No, I found it right here.
Well, you found the definition there, but if it was highlighted, it would be somewhere throughout the story, right?
Yeah.
But, so you'd have it there, but I bet you'd also be able to find that in a dictionary as
There's
well.
neutral,
That's correct.
minute, and normally.
And
All
also
right.
in a dictionary, there.
So what is, what's a thesaurus then?
I don't really know that one.
So we know a glossary pertains with bolded words to a story. As dictionary, you can find any word. What about a thesaurus? Because that's different, right? So Rylan, give me what your thoughts are of what a thesaurus is.
Maybe it only has like the bolded words that are in the book with the definitions.
Okay, I like that. That's a good idea. Cameron?
Maybe it has story words and regular words, but they all have the definitions. And the ones that are in a story are bolded. Bald.
Balded?
No,
So the ones in the stories are bald.
No, bold.
Bold. Okay, so a thesaurus. So,
Can I read it?
nope. So a thesaurus is a little bit different, right?
Maybe it just has vocabulary words.
Yeah.
Maybe it does. Why would you think that?
Well, I feel like because like we've been talking about how bolded words are like big words that people don't use, and with the definitions, but that doesn't have to have the definitions for the
Does anyone know what a synonym is?
I was just gonna say maybe
Cinnamon, not
it's
cinnamon that you
examples.
put in
I meant
overnight
maybe
oatmeal, but
I said
It's
synonym.
the same.
I also said I think
It
it
is.
might involve synonyms and
It could be.
antonyms.
Raise your hands.
Everyone,
Examples.
don't talk at once because we will shut it down. I will shut it down. We'll do push-ups if we talk all at once. Go ahead, Adeline.
Maybe like it involves like synonyms and antonyms.
What
like
is a
the
synonym?
the word, and then it involves the synonym.
What is a synonym?
Is different from yourself.
Stop.
The same.
The same.
If
Synonym. Synonym.
Antonyms are
Well,
not the
I have
same.
another
Thinking up.
definition. Like the words that can match up to one word. So say like I don't really know an example. What's an example?
Okay, so what if I said fire is compared to hot?
No,
That's a synonym.
that's a synonym.
Okay, what if I said fire and ice?
No,
that's
no.
an antonym.
Because
It is
they're
an
all
antonym.
totally different things.
So
fire's hot.
synonym familiar. So if I said I was happy, give me a synonym. You can keep your arms down for this one. Just go ahead and
Excited.
give me.
Smile.
I'll point at you.
Yeah.
Smiling.
Happy.
Excited.
Excited. Give me another one.
Amazed.
Amazed.
I know an antonym. Sad.
Okay, well we're not doing antonyms. We're talking about thesauruses. So if I had, let's say I was writing a story, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to use the word, let's say I did not want to use the word wet in the rain. I didn't want to use the word wet all the time. What could be an example I would use?
So,
And where could I find something
in a dictionary.
wrong?
Synonym. I know another synonym. Drenched.
I know another one. Moist.
So gross. So if you found these synonyms, where would you find it? You wouldn't want to look in a
Thesaurus.
dictionary.
Thesaurus.
Let's say you're writing a book or
Oh,
an
no.
article or story.
Glossary.
You would look, and you said it already,
Thesaurus.
in a thesaurus.
Because it's a synonym.
Because what word would you look up? Would you look up? So we said in the sentence wet.
You'd search up
You'd
wet.
search up wet
And
and
it shows
find
Synonym.
drenched, moist, gross,
Drenched.
soaked.
I said drenched.
Good. So give me another. So recap. Thesauruses. Synonym, right? That's a thesaurus. Glossary. Bolded words pertain to what? You said it. Go. The story.
The story.
Okay, let's stop right here. Seems like you guys are very confused.
Well,
So let's stop. Thesaurus.
yes. That
What does a thesaurus show you?
synonyms.
Synonyms and examples.
It does not show you antonyms.
Synonyms. What have we been talking about? Synonyms.
Thank you, Rylan. It does show us synonyms, okay? Which are similar terms, right?
Yes.
Glossary relates to the story, and they're usually bold or highlighted words
Okay.
that you'll find the definition of in the story.
Yes.
Dictionary are words that you can just find a definition of, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to give you an example up here. You tell me if it would be found in the thesaurus, glossary,
Or dictionary.
or dictionary.
Okay.
So I'm reading this little sentence that says, go to the email for thesaurus worksheet. You will find information on compressions. Compressions is highlighted. What am I referring to? A thesaurus,
Story.
a story,
Story.
a glossary, or dictionary.
A story.
You agree with them, Riley? So am I referring to a story or am I referring to a glossary because I have a highlighted word?
Story.
Or am I referring to a glossary that has a highlighted
yeah,
word
yeah.
that pertains to what I'm saying?
Yes, glossary. Because compressions are in here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, but and we're using my idea, and it's highlighted here. Okay?
You just wrote that.
If I found the word unlimited, if I just said, here's the word unlimited, I don't know what it means. I need to find out where am I going.
Dictionary.
Going to a dictionary.
Well, you don't have to go to the com, but like.
You can go to a
You
dictionary.
can get a paper.
If I was writing a novel, like my biggest book ever, and I was like, oh, I'm excited to walk the neighborhood for freedom finally because now I'm stuck in my home. Where would I go? I don't want to say excited again. I've said it 700 times.
Get synonyms.
I can
Yeah.
find synonyms. Cinnamon?
Synonym.
Cinnamon?
Now I don't know how to say it.
Synonyms. I
Synonyms.
can find synonyms related to excited, happy, glad, cheerful. I was
Joyful.
joyful I could walk the streets again. Right? Does this make sense for language arts?
Yes.